Greyman! 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 Holy YouTube video, Greyman!
Gather round, Grey Maniacs, or should I say, Grey Maniacs gather! Yes, it's time for another one of my videos. Finishing off the Green Lantern run. Actually, with this one, the 201 collector's item premiere issue, the Green Lantern Corps. It changes its name. It changes from Green Lantern to the Green Lantern Corps. 201. I think this is the first appearance of Kilowog, Salak, yeah, and possibly Chip. There at the bottom there, Chip, Salak, and Kilowog, I believe. Forget it, green guys. Nothing can stop Truck. That's the character and a half. Look. Truck. He's a guy in a truck suit. He's in a suit that looks like a truck. Look, his leg is coming through. That's inventive. Daft, but inventive. Interesting. Someone's receiving a new Green Lantern ring. Looks like Mickey Mouse. The Green Lantern Corps faces its deadliest enemy, the man in the iron lung. What? This layout is very similar to a Detective Comics one. Well, there's like a gallery, like there's pictures on the wall, which is somehow the perspective reminds me of that. Featuring Guy Gardner, Prisoner of the People. Black Hand versus Kilowog, the toughest GL of them all. Crossover Legends Chapter 3, the Green Lantern Corps. Guess who's back? It's him again. Am I blurry? It's just the light. Or my eyes. Green Lantern Corps fighting for communism. Red Dawn. Is that a rocket red? Still can't work out if I'm blurry or not. Oh, definitely blurry now. Right, yeah, that's not blurry now, is it? That's definitely fine now, I believe. Right, making the world safe for democracy. Pink elephants? Okay. Slightly strange looking pink elephants. Oh, sudden death. Does his power ring run out of charge or something and he's suffocating in space? That ain't good. Slave of the Star Sapphire. She's gone a bit changed. You have Star Sapphire. Later on, the Star Sapphire is a retcon to have been commanded by the emotion of love. But I think along the way there, because the Predator is their avatar of their power battery. I touched on the Predator last video. You have to watch that if you want to know what I'm talking about. Yeah, love can be possessive, can't it? Love can be a bit too over the top, and I think they're kind of like aspects are kind of explored quite a bit of the love, because they are they called the Zamorans think they were called Zamoras, and they were like the women folk of the Owen race, but they split apart years ago. I think another race called the Controllers split apart from the Owens as well years ago. But I think initially the Star Sapphires and the Owens were, you know, the male and female of the species procreated, but they kind of evolved differently after they split. Because the little blue guys weren't interested, they didn't need to procreate anymore because they were immortal, weren't they? Salak and Alas. What does we pronounce Salak? Lack. There's definitely an Alas. Alack and Alas. Yeah, Alack and Alas, isn't it? Like it's a phrase, mate. Is it from Shakespeare or something to do with being sad? Alack and Alas. So this is obviously a play on that. Salak and Alas. Yeah, I don't know. Jewel in the Sky. Sinestro Strikes. Actually, I don't remember seeing that many Sinestro covers when I'm going through my Green Lanterns. Hardly as any, actually. I think he must be more seen in the earlier ones that I don't have. It's like going through a black hole. Through the black hole. Say your prayers, Pooza. It's dying time. Looks like John Stewart has annoyed Kilowog. Here's a Millennium crossover. Don't you be blurry now. There you go. There it is. Sinestro again. You fools, by killing Sinestro, you forever doom the core. Uh-oh. And the last issue, the final chapter in the saga of the Green Lantern Corps. The power battery is destroyed. That gets destroyed every other week though, so don't worry about it. Right, so that run ended 88. And then we have the new run starting in 90. And he's gone from having lovely brown hair, suddenly going grey at the temples, which is lately decided as a side effect of being possessed by Parallax, the avatar of fear, which has been residing in the Green Lantern battery all this time. That's why they're meant to have. That's why I have a weakness to yellow, because yellow is the fear colour of the fear element. The ring, the Parallax itself. Was the fault that made the rings not able to have effect on the colour yellow. The imperfection, whatever they called it, the impurity, or whatever they called it, meant that they couldn't use the ring against yellow. That was Parallax, and it's supposed to have been that Parallax had managed to sort of possess, influence, get in the mind of Hal, and after the events of Coast City getting destroyed in a few issues' time, he was able to really exert his influence on Hal and made him go for a while. And that's why he's calling himself Parallax and trying to change the universe by gaining all the power, by stealing everyone's power rings. He wanted to turn back time, stop Coast City from being destroyed. That kind of thing, you know, those things, that kind of shenanigans. Welcome to Evergreen City. It's like another city got destroyed before Coast City did. Return to Oa. Captives of the Mad God. It's not over yet. I'm coming closer to see if it's my eyes that are blurry or the video that's blurry. Could be my eyes. Oh man, I don't want to get bad eyes. Alright, Green Lantern. At last, Guy Gardner in his first solo adventure. Well, almost. A guy and his Gnaut. Yeah. I think Gnaut came around in the quarterlies, the Green Lantern quarterlies, and also in Justice League Europe when they were during the silly phase, or was it Justice League America? Yeah, during the silly phase of comic books. He's basically the most incompetent Green Lantern ever, who kind of, his dad bribed the Green Lantern Corps to give his son a ring or something, and he's just, he's completely incompetent. Man, oh man, ain't this the life? A guy in his Gnaut, part 2 of 4. His guy looks like he's in a hot tub with some people of the Gnaut's race. These dog-like beings. Jesus, wow. Fair enough. You know, all's fair in love and war, I suppose. Guy Gardner versus the Green Lantern Corps. Huh? A guy in his Gnaut conclusion. Good. Oh, pardon me, hiccups. Gnaut unleashed. He's not the Messiah. He's a very Gnauty boy. I apologise. 3 Lanterns in their first double-sized spectacular. Green Lantern Mosaic, part 1 of 4. What happened there was some alien being, I can't remember who did it, but took like cities from all different worlds and made like a patchwork city. Yeah, it was like different sections of different planets and made like a patchwork of them on another planet, a mosaic, so to speak. And yeah, I can't remember who it was who did it, but there was a little run of Mosaic, Green Lantern Mosaic. I went for about 18 issues, I think, starring John Stewart. But it was really, I just found it dull. I remember reading it, I was thinking, this is rather dull. Looks like John Stewart quits this time. I'm out of here. That's Mosaic 4 of 4. Maybe he goes into his own little Green Lantern Mosaic series after that. Okay, number 18. One Angry Guy. Part 1 of 1. You've collected them all. Oh, that tickled me. Part 1 of 1. You've collected them all. Awesome. Special 50th anniversary issue. Alan Scott, the original Green Lantern returns. So you got all the Green Lanterns there on that one. Where do I sign up? I believe that's Boudica. Obviously a play on the old Queen Boudica of I think she was from the UK. She was from England, wasn't she? She was an English queen who tribal queen who stood against the Romans for a time. She was called Boadicea originally, but I think they realised they got her name wrong and it was actually Boudica, I believe. Something like that. Lovers Reunion. Star Sapphire. There's a few in this pack. Let's just get this open. Star Sapphire versus John Stewart. It's payback time. The death of Star Sapphire, plus the new Green Lantern Corps. Is this still Carol Ferris? Because one time there was another person who had the Star Sapphire essence in them, didn't they? Who will be Earth's Green Lantern? No more Mr. Nice Guy. And I think this might trigger off when Guy loses his Green Lantern ring and goes in search of Sinistro's old ring. And for a while he had a yellow power ring. And then he had his own run as Guy Gardner Warrior and that kind of thing. Evil Star Rising. Attack of the Starlings. Right, last one. We've done 50 or roughly 50. Yeah. Actually, no, I'll do one more after this because this is part 2 of 3. Let's do part 3 of 3. I'm not sure. There you go. So I was reading the label, what the label said. Well, that's it. Enough dithering. Cheers for watching. Have a great, amazing day. And until next time, may all your news be good news. Have a great, amazing day. I'll have a great, amazing day. Have a great, amazing day. I hope you have a great, amazing day.